think the conflict in Ukraine is entering a frozen phase? Think again about what's really happening. Ukrainian investigators have accused Mindik, a close ally of President Zelensky, of exploiting his relationship with him to conspire in $100 million corruption. Ukrainian people notice that defense structures built with bribe money are of poor quality and easily destroyed by Russian missiles. Frequent and prolonged power outages are causing public outrage in Ukraine. The corruption investigation is necessary for President Zelensky to regain public trust. Pokrovsk city in Donetsk province has been identified by Ukrainian Commander-in-Chief General Syrskyi as the main target in Russia's final offensive. The figures announced by Kyiv are alarming. Russia has deployed a massive force of up to 150,000 soldiers to this area. But what's notable is the deep contradiction between words and reality. Zelensky is set in grasping information, while President Zelensky so firmly asserts that Putin and the Russian military are stuck and losing popular support. Independent sources tell a completely different story. Even Ukrainian military channels like Amidst have to admit the frontline situation is worsening daily. Other sources, including battlefield reporters, all describe a bleak picture. Russian forces are advancing deeper and combat is more alarming is information that Pokrovsk has fallen or is collapsing. Reports from Hungary show Russian troops moving calmly and confidently, even operating comfortably in high-rise buildings in the southern part of the city. This confidence can only exist when the opponent has lost effective resistance capability. Even the thick winter fog has become a valuable ally for Russian forces, helping them divide the city, isolate and push hundreds of Ukrainian soldiers into deadly. Success in Pokrovsk doesn't. Russia is not in a hurry. Instead, they use small infantry groups for continuous probing, combined with artillery fire, drone guidance and especially FPV drones at an unprecedented density in the conflict's history. This tactic has two effects: causing high casualties and disrupting supply chains, forcing Ukrainian soldiers to move in terrible conditions, leading to complete exhaustion. They exaggerated the campaign to capture Pokrovsk, making the Ukrainian command hastily deploy all reserve forces here. But then, Russia unexpectedly launched an attack in Pokrovsk to force Kyiv to disperse manpower. When Ukraine concentrated forces on the new front, a fatal gap appeared south of Krakow, and Ukraine officially fell into the trap. Zelensky admitted the troop ratio disadvantage reaches 8-to-1 in some areas. Frontline brigades have been fighting continuously for over 3 months without rotation, leading to exhaustion and desertion. Having to use reserve soldiers and logistics units to fill infantry gaps is a clear sign of resource depletion. Ultimately, the more dangerous the frontline becomes, the more chaotic the rear and Kyiv. Ukraine ran out of tactical missiles since March this year. Reserves are extremely limited, with only 40 already used up, mainly for media attracting targets rather than strategic military objectives. A valuable and effective weapon quickly disappeared from the war. Internal tensions between President Zelensky's faction and the opposition allied with Pokrovsk, and anti-corruption agencies flared up again with a raid on Tim Mildek's house. Mildek is accused of involvement in corruption in energy protection system construction, leading to poor quality construction. This is the direct cause of frequent power outages and has sparked public anger. Even the case is believed to be influenced by former U.S. President Donald Trump's administration, who wants to promote ending the war. Ukrainian investigators on November 11th accused businessman Tyler Mildek of fraud in a $100 million corruption case. The allegations against Mr. Mildek are the latest development in the large-scale corruption scandal, involving embezzlement of hundreds of millions of dollars from the energy sector. Amid intense attacks on Ukraine's electrical infrastructure by Russia, Mr. Mildek is a co-owner of the media production company Val-95, founded by President Volodymyr Zelensky before the Ukrainian leader entered politics. A prosecutor from the Specialized Anti-Corruption Prosecutor's Office stated that the network controlled the accumulation, distribution, and legalization of proceeds, but dinged for criminal methods in Ukraine's energy sector. The prosecutor accused Mr. Fan of exploiting his close relationship with the Ukraine to carry out criminal activities. According to investigation results, the case was uncovered during a 15-month operation at Maya. With over 1,000 hours of recorded conversations collected, Mr. Fan's group was accused of interfering with contracts of the state-owned nuclear and told them to receive commissions amounting to 10% to 15% of the contract value, then legalizing this money through a secret office located in the capital Kyiv. The National Anti-Corruption Bureau also issued a statement. Investigators had arrested 5 people and announced charges against 7 members. Among them was a businessman leading the criminal organization, the agency said. Not named, but believed to refer to Mr. Mendik, who was previously identified by prosecutors as the mastermind behind it. The Bureau also accused Justice Minister President Zelensky, who served as Energy Minister for 4 years, of receiving personal benefits from Mr. Mendik. In exchange for control over cash flows, Ukraine's Justice Ministry stated that Mr. Dalichenko was cooperating with investigators and would not comment further on the case. The National Anti-Corruption Bureau conducted a series of searches after 15 months of investigating. The Bureau's lead investigator Alexander Abakumov told Ukrainian state television that Mr. Mendik had left the country just before the searches took place. The incident occurred while Ukraine was facing power outages due to consecutive Russian attacks, and this had angered the Ukrainian public. After authorities began searching suspects on November 10, Mr. Zelensky declared that all anti-corruption actions were very necessary, while calling on officials to cooperate with anti-corruption agencies. On November 11, the Ukrainian government dismissed the supervisory board of Energoatom, the state-owned nuclear energy corporation, for involvement in the case. That's accession to the European Union, and any obstacles in this effort could slow Kyiv. Ukraine has shown strong determination over the years in achieving this goal and has exposed many corruption cases, as well as arrested high-ranking officials. Not limited to the energy sector, the Bureau and Prosecutor's Office expanded investigations into overpriced defense. According to prosecutors, Mr. Rostam Umarov, former defense minister and current secretary of the Security and Defense Council, is suspected of approving a procurement contract for equipment with suspicious pricing. The Ukrainian journalist criticized Mr. Umarov when he was still Ukraine's defense minister for buying from Mendik a batch of what looked like Chinese manure instead of bulletproof vests. The first tender package worth $38 million. The winning bidder with the lowest bid was a shell company unknown to him. However, this company had no sales license, although there were similar Ukrainian products available. The tender package was cancelled and rebid with a new price of $4.7 million. This package was won by another shell company, Milliken, acquired 2 days before the tender. This company did exactly the same bulletproof vest model that won the first tender. This company failed to deliver on time and by delivering instead of providing Israeli armor. As registered, Milliken delivered Chinese manure, which was shot through and poorly stitched together. Previously, a Ukrainian MP reported that Umarov might soon be announced as one of the suspects in the corruption network. Currently, Mr. Umarov has left Ukraine for Istanbul with a reason to resume prisoner exchange negotiations with Russia. Although the Russian side has not provided any information about resuming negotiations, the Mendik case is believed to have external influence, specifically from the United States, with involvement from the FBI and forces supporting President Donald Trump. The objective is very clear: to pressure Mr. Zelensky, in the context of Trump wanting to push for a quick peace solution in the war. Exposing corruption at the highest levels of Kyiv is a strategic card to cut aid and force Ukraine to negotiate from a position of weakness. Thank you for watching the video.
Like the journey? Subscribe and join the next expedition.